We have a beautiful weekend coming up. Not a lot of change in what we've seen so far. A few subtle changes, little warmer, little less wind, but I'm just so excited. We get this long stretch of fall-like weather. Seems like this time of year, sometimes we get these fronts. It gets cool for a couple days and then we're right back to about 90 degrees, but not the case with this particular setup. Right now it's just 79 degrees. A lot of our highs were right there in the upper 70s today. Couple of spots touching 80 degrees, but we are going to be falling through the 70s this evening. Notice our winds still a touch breezy, up to about 10 or so miles per hour. Few of you recording gusts up to about 15 plus miles per hour, but those winds are expected to continue weakening through tomorrow and into really most of the upcoming week. Here, of course, is Ian on water vapor imagery off to the east of us, and as it continues weakening and moving away from us, we will not have that tight pressure gradient from high pressure to low pressure, where we've been sort of in the middle with that breezy weather as a result. Look at all these reds, very dry air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere and of course at the surface. And really what we have, aside from another big low you can see spinning over way over to the west of us, what we have is high pressure building just to the west of us, and we're not going to see a big change in our upper pattern coming in the next several days, just kind of more of the same with a gradual warming trend, but not too extreme. 8 hours are bringing us eventually into the 70s and then 60s. We should have a really nice night. North Shore and South Shore lows either in the 50s or 60s. This could be your wake up forecast on Saturday morning. Close to 50 again north of the lake and close to about 60 south of the lake, but away from the city, you could wake up to another nice cool feeling morning in the 50s. And then tomorrow, super pleasant Saturday. A little warmer, highs maybe 2 or 3 degrees higher than what we hit today. Not as windy with those north winds up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And of course, we have the Fried Chicken Festival. If you want to come out and join us, we'll be out there. WWL will be there. I'll be there in the afternoon. So come by and say hi. We'll have a tent, I believe, and we'll have fun stuff to do. So hope to see you there. That's at the Lakeshore Drive at Franklin Avenue. It'll be dry, sunny, pleasant, highs about 82. I'm so excited for this beautiful weekend weather that we get. Latest on Ian, as we covered earlier, it's now post-tropical, but still has strong tropical storm force winds. It's just lost its tropical structure as the center has moved over land, and a lot of the rain is now displaced, as we were saying, farther to the north and off to the east of the system. It is expected to continue rapidly decreasing in intensity with its winds as it moves across the Carolinas and off to the north. Here is all the rain. There's still going to be some surge along the coast through tonight, and of course, the rain will continue for the next couple of days in some spots as it continues farther north. That's where the heavier rain will be. I showed you before another maybe 3 to 5 or so inches expected for some spots along the east coast in the next several days. Tropical outlook, though, besides post-tropical Ian, no active storms out there. There is that same wave just now emerging off the coast of Africa, has a medium chance of developing into a depression, but I must say the long-range models are kind of keeping this one off to the north, maybe out to sea. So not looking like a threat at this point for anywhere on the other side of the Atlantic. We'll see, we'll track it, but at this point, no tropical threats for the Gulf Coast, and looks like we'll continue that way for at least the next week or more. 7-day forecast shows the sunshine, cool mornings, slight increase in temperatures. Sunday and Monday look for highs maybe about 84, but even at the end of this upcoming week, we're only warming up to lows in the 60s and highs in the middle 80s. So that's not too terrible. We'll have a few more clouds, but the next front is coming on Friday, just in time to cool us down probably for yet another very pleasant weekend next weekend.
This weather has people in such a good mood. It's been unbelievable.